Pokemon was originally going to be called Catch-em-all internationally, but Satoshi Tajiri felt the name lacked worldwide appeal. The first GameStop registry of Dead Space 2 misspells the title as Dad Space 2. A removed enemy known as a Sand Goblin was found within the original Zelda's game files. Batman Arkham Asylum features many of the main Batman villains, but removed dialogue suggests that Dr. Hurt would have been included. The Sephiroth theme in Final Fantasy VII had to be recomposed due to its similarity to Casino Nights from Sonic 2. In Super Mario World, Yoshi's files are under the registry eat_man. A common glitch in the original copies of Half-Life is every sound effect being replaced by doors opening and closing. The original design for the SNES controller was actually square, but testers felt it didn't fit into the average hand correctly. Sonic was originally going to be yellow, but the North American test audience found the nickname Yellow Blur to be rude. The GameCube has a handle, so it's easier to throw the fuck out. Donkey Kong 94 was actually released in 95. Within Earthbound's game files is a code for an item called Focus Meds. The item was likely removed due to its similarity to the drug Adderall. If the player has really good aim, it's possible to beat Half-Life 2 in under 5 minutes by firing into the City 17 tower, killing Dr. Breen. Dark Souls was originally going to be called Dabuza no Mori, but Sega already owned the rights to the title. Shigeru Miyamoto once came at me with a knife for asking too many questions. The title of Grand Theft Auto is based on a crime linked to arson. Majora's Mask had a production period of 6 months, not due to time constraints from Nintendo, but because the damp, moldy walls of the computer lab were starting to spread. The ghosts in Pac-Man weren't always the bright, cartoony versions they are today, and had to be toned down due to playtesters mistaking them for real ghosts. Sonic 3D Blast would have a first-person mode, but it was assumed it was removed due to motion sickness. Oblivion Radiant AI had to be toned down due to the characters questioning the meaning of their existence within the game. Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots title was almost censored internationally, but Konami, and more importantly Kojima, refused to rename it Water Guns of the Patriots. The portals in Portal aren't actually portals, but instead are temporal gateways. Amiibo were originally supposed to fight each other like action figures. The working title for Halo 2 was originally Pew Pew Hello 2. The Redeads in Ocarina of Time aren't actually based on zombies, but people who have died and their bodies still walk the earth cold as stone. A Game Boy port of Dragon Age was in the works shortly after Origin's release, but Nintendo quickly shut that shit down. Skyward Sword had a production period of 5 years, 2 years on the game itself, and the other 3 spent figuring out which end of the Wiimote would face the TV. Persona 3 was banned in several European countries due to losers shooting themselves while reenacting the game. Sega had a branding deal with Soap Shoes for Sonic Adventure 2, but after the game's release, the deal fell through as Sega believed they were selling actual soap. Final Fantasy VII is actually Final Fantasy V-2. Despite having an entire series named after him, John Madden has never touched a football. The first video game came out almost 83 years ago. Dark Souls is the Dark Souls of Dark Souls. The Call of Duty series is actually responsible for a series of murders in northern Dakota. The games are still at large. Pac-Man was originally named Fuckman, but developers felt the name was too easy to vandalize, and Pac-Man is not a puck. Fallout 3 was originally going to be called Fallout 2, but 2 plus 2 is 4, and the game isn't the 4th in the series, it's the 3rd. There's a 50-minute documentary on how Sony decided to name the PlayStation 2. Smash Bros.' working title was Project Punch Boys. Russian biological scientists perfected a version of the common cold and named it Virus the Hedgehog after the Smash character. It's universally believed that the original Deus Ex didn't have the World Trade Centers due to memory limitations, but the truth is they knew! Eco creators Team Eco changed the pronunciation of the title due to being tired of the joke Ico, Yuko, Wiko. Morrowind 2, Blood Knight Sun actually contained instructions on how to perform the Night Sun ritual, summoning Trail Kashu, the demon of suffering. A removed tire squealing effect can be found within Minecraft's game files. None of the developers know how it got there. A recall of the first Bioshock for PS3 occurred due to most of the CDs containing meat particles. The Quaker Oats company stopped putting game CDs in boxes of Captain Crunch and subsequent cereals due to children choking on the fucking disc. Early versions of Battle Mode in Mario Kart featured characters actually mourning the death of eliminated racers as they attempt to win Battle Mode. An inspection of the Spider-Man 2 for PS2 files reveals the entire game is actually a series of tiled sprite images. A falling sound effect was removed from Mario 64 due to being too graphic. J'ai utilisé un tracteur pour ce fait, c'est pourquoi c'est son abaisseur. There was an open world Flash game in the works by Bottle Rocket Entertainment, but the game was scrapped due to budget, time constraints, but mostly because the team couldn't realistically recreate the sound of wind between Barry Allen's ass cheeks. Hey everyone.
Hey, Profos.
Thanks for watching whatever this was. You know it's not an April Fool? I got a bunch of projects coming up, but I'm going to be talking about that in an actual update video coming tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Until then, until next time, peace, whatever.